we interrupt this broadcast for a scheduled cheeky time. Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh, no. You will not escape my love. You
Laundry?
You can't put Chicky in the laundry. If you can wait a little bit, these clothes have apple juice on them. There's a shirt sitting on the TV. The blue one. No. My love. My love will live on, Chicky. What do you mean she doesn't like it? You shitting me? Wait, there is one crazy thing. If Jack Noir, which is this guy, becomes Spade Slick later, the guy that's locked in the vault communicating with KARKAT while he's, oh my god, the fucking time looping. It be real.
KARKAT, begin another memo.
Wait, he's making him write memos!
This is as good a time as any to start a new memo. In fact, it's a better time than any because, according to the laws of chat client predestination, I don't really have a choice, do I? Fuck. It doesn't matter. It's still a good time to do it. People, we need to get organized here. Shit is getting serious. We are about to embark on Operation Regisurp, a cunning plan devised by Double Arch Agent Jack Noir to exile the Black Queen. We will need all hands on deck for this. Even the idiots. And once again, a reminder. Do not troll me in these memos from any point in time or it's an insta-ban. Also, a note to my future self. If you feel the need to say something smug, do me a favor and shove a throb stock in it. Just sit there patiently and wait for me to become you in due course of time, thus improving your intellect drastically. Or intellects plural? I forgot, there are a lot of you fuckers out there. All of you, just zip your shoots. I mean, seriously, like there's nothing better to do in the future? It's the future, for God's sake. A realm of endless fucking possibilities. Now, before we get started, let's take a toll of the situation at this point in time. My point in time. Who's in so far, who's not, etc.
Hey, sorry for busting in on the memo, but I can't get a hold of you. You're not answering.
Oh, for sake!
Gamzed Weiss is fucking useless. All he told me was to enjoy a beverage.
No, dude, don't drink that shit. If it were up to him, we would all drink Faygo at once in some ritualistic rap clown suicide pact. But instead of committing suicide, the thing that we will all accomplish is becoming instantaneous assholes with awful taste.
I mean, it's not even that bad. It's just soda, but whatever. This isn't the point.
This isn't the venue for airing your future problems, Count C dipshit.
I know. It's just, I got a problem with the fairy. And I'm really kinda sitting here in bad shape about it. Emotionally speaking.
Okay, well, I get that. I hear you, bro. But this is still not the right place for this, so I've gotta ban you. But seriously, just get in touch with me in private about it, okay, man? We'll get shit straightened out. Okay, is everybody good?
But he was
Just gonna
trying.
sit here for a minute, local time, and see if anyone else has any shit they want to scrape off their bulge onto my clean nutrition plateau. Nobody? Great, wonderful. I now declare the nonsense portion of this memo to be over. This degree shall be binding and lasting. Back to planning Regisurp. Bear down, everybody. This is fucking important. There is a queen on the loose, and we've got to show a bitch the door. Unbelievable!
I'm sorry, but do you have any idea how funny this thing is? I mean, this whole thing. I can't stop laughing.
Hey, can future you mind prevent me from hitting the ban button? I'm genuinely curious. Go ahead, try to stop me. I dare you.
I'm not going to try. I'm just here to say this whole thing is ridiculous. We didn't really need you to pretend to be a little angry general to get any of this done. We kicked the queen out of there, no sweat. It was easy. In fact, I did most of the work myself right before I found all the treasure and scaled all the rungs.
Oh, all of them, you say? Fascinating. Hey, forget the ban button. Use your mind powers to help me locate the desperately attempt to give a shit button. Whoops, we both failed. It doesn't exist!
Hey, I'm gone. I just think you should relax. You were wound up so tight through the whole adventure, and now here in the present, you're about to explode. It's insufferable.
Everybody, did you hear that? Super Future Friska has an important life lesson for us all. We don't have to worry about our present responsibilities and obligations because, as it turns out, in the future, all that stuff already happened. We're off the hook! Time to relax. Let's all crawl into our cocoons and get busy stimulating our autoerogenous chain globes. First one to start a wank fire gets a shiny $1. This is an order from your leader. Later, Too bad the acronym wasn't HAG instead. It would have suited you much better. Instead of that nonsense word. Maybe its association with you will colloquially cause it to take on a negative connotation. What do you think? Maybe will be the new burn, even though it really means nothing in our language? I don't know. This is stupid. Forget it. Okay, I'm rambling here. I'm aware of that. Future me, don't you fucking dare weigh in on this. I know what you're thinking. If I were future me, which I guess I am, I would read this and be all over it. Like, damn it, KARKAT, what do you think you're doing? Get to the point. Yeah, pretty much. So I'm saying it to myself already here and now, so I won't have to later. Got that, you trenchant, backbiting pricks? Damn, I'm losing my train of thought. Maybe I'll pick it up again in a fresh memo later. I don't know if that's right, though, because I vaguely remember this one being longer than this.
Hey!
Oh, son of a bitch.
I thought since it looks like you're saying you're out of important memo stuff to say, maybe you could help me here. Since I don't know where you are now, but maybe help me about a thing that has to do with a girl? Like a romance thing you might know about?
You people are imbeciles. All of you. I am not posting these memos to console you on your past and future dating problems. Why are you all such basket cases? I don't even know what to say anymore.
Sorry.
Should I ban you? What's even the point anymore? One of you stooges will be right behind the last one's heels with another sob story. Just hurry up and tell me what your problem is, bro.
Okay, I'm sort of lying on Vriska's floor right now. Like, inner block, lying down, because I can't walk.
Oh, no shit, really? You can't be serious. When did this happen?
Yeah. Anyway, she tried to kiss me. Well, she didn't try, she actually did. And then kind of dropped me. And also, you're wearing costumes? Wow, I'm not explaining this well.
This is so f***ed up. What have you gotten yourself into?
And how to make it a lot weirder, there is an angry voice in my head. I don't think it's Rufio this time. Rufio's not that angry. He's also imaginary. Like a fake made-up friend. You know, like the way fairies are.
God, I actually remember reading this bullshit. Or skimming it at least. How could I forget? More loony block theater, and here I am drawing the curtains for you guys like a dope.
Anyway, I think Vriska's upset about it, and she's not talking or anything. What do I do?
Okay, well, I can advise you and stuff, but you do realize this is a public bulletin. We should be having this chat in private. Everyone can read this, even her. I mean, fuck. She was just here talking, you dummy.
I know, I read that, but that's future her, which doesn't seem so bad. Maybe future her can read this, and I guess, no, I'm sorry about it? I didn't mean to hurt her feelings.
Well, fine. If you want to broadcast a trans timeline apology, then fine. But you should realize the future is kind of a wide open thing. I mean, she could read this like 2 minutes in the future as well as 600 hours. At that point, you would essentially be talking to present her, completely defeating the purpose of your spineless message in a bottle apology.
Oh, yeah, I didn't really think of that.
Hi. KARKAT, shut up. This does not concern you.
Okay, whatever. My memo, but whatever.
Wow. Hi.
Tavros, it's okay. Really? So you don't feel that way about me? That's fine. I shouldn't have expected any different. I can deal with it. I'm not a wimp like you. I roll with bad breaks all the time. No biggie. In fact, I already have dealt with it. I was over here dealing with it while you were over there on the floor fooling around with your computer after a cute girl tried to kiss you for some reason. As it turned out, fooling around with your computer to go cry on future KARKAT's shoulder about this?
Yeah?
You are a strange and funny boy, Tavros.
Oh god, this is completely hilarious. Now I see why everyone's been ripping on my memos.
KARKAT, I said shut the fuck up! Anyway, though totally unnecessary, your apology is accepted.
Okay.
Now, pick yourself up off the floor so we can go wring some fucking treasure out of this miserable magic rock.
Yeah, I'll try.
Actually, never mind, I'll be over there to help you with that too, kind of like I do with everything. Just lie still and try not to start crying or anything, and wait a few minutes for your time frame to catch up with mine.
What?
Exactly! I am smarter than you. You see? You're learning.
Fuck, enough already. They're great. Another happy couple in whatever hideous quadrant this batshit pairing will sustain. Now off you go! Holy hell, this is exhausting. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Okay, maybe I'll take a minute to collect my thoughts and get back on topic here. No, you won't. This one was particularly nauseating in retrospect. I'm shutting this down.
Hey, Run. Get up, Run. Get up on those goddamn jelly legs of yours. Go kiss the girl. I said get your ass up and go kiss the girl, you pipsqueak. You're making me mad, Run. Kiss that girl. I'll rip your horns off and put them through your eyes. I'll pop your little head like a grape. You're a wimp, you know that. Make me sick. Kiss her! Kiss her, you wimp! Get up and kiss the girl!
You are having trouble bringing yourself to get up and kiss the girl.
You kiss that girl this instant!
You cannot do it. You cannot kiss the girl.
Thief. You will need to be strong.
Oh!
There is important work you need to do.
Oh! Oh!
And in time, though prone to distraction and obstinacy, she would. But not alone. To bring every circle closed, her partner and rival would have to be guided in tandem. The thief and the seer were to serve as twin lashes of the scourge cracked by a quasi-royal against her own former kingdom to settle a score, to make him pay. Scourge's black inches would rip red miles through Durst, and the bright rivers gushing from its wounds would wash her mutineers down the drains of exile. In time, they would have to answer for their treason. Patience would be necessary, but then she'd recently come into all the time in the universe. Snowman, continue briefing.
Okay, then what?
Find the ring before he does.
Where is it?
Retrieve the ring from the royal vault. And then destroy it.
Centuries ago, and yet right now, the Sylph of Space was able to vacate the impact site with several features of her buried landscape in tow. She sits atop her session's dormant forge. Kanaya, reply to the memo.
Fine then. Since past me just banned current me from the preceding memo and doesn't appear to give a shit about my future wisdom, as usual, looks like I'll just have to start another memo from scratch. Hey, past me, go have a blast killing the king. I'm sure it will be awesome. In fact, it was awesome. Bang up job with that dude. Too bad it was all a huge waste of time. Oh, what's that, past hole? You didn't read this and figure that out ahead of time? Or maybe you just skimmed this and didn't get it through your thick bulge. What a shock! Memo within memo to present self? Put forth a more concerted effort to impress upon everyone in the past, myself included, what a bunch of fucking idiots they all are. I am learning a valuable lesson today. It turns out you can't alter the outcome of decisions made by morons, no matter how much you yell at them. All you can really do is give them a hard time and try to make their lives just a little more miserable. Which sounds like a more noble pursuit than changing destiny for the better anyway, frankly. Losers should be forced to face the music, even for the mistakes they haven't made yet. Their punishment is being allowed to make the mistake in the first place. Talk about poetic justice. And then getting soundly berated before, during, and after the mistakes are being made is just the mucus on the grub loaf. The sweet, tangy mucus. This is dumb. Why did I ever think these memos were going to be a good idea? Nobody cares! I mean, nobody's even trolling me anymore. And I'm leaving myself wide open too, saying some pretty dumb things here. I guess maybe I wrote too many, and filled too many of them with long arguments with myself. No one's going to read through all this. All the valuable information is just getting lost in the yelling. You stupid, stupid idiot! Oh, fuck. Why'd you even start another memo then? I guess there are a couple things I want to get off my chest, okay? Oh, God. Now I'm even arguing with current me. I didn't even notice I was doing it.
Didn't we raid KARKAT really the other week?
Up. Gotta pull it together. Think back to what we might have done wrong. But the thing is, as much as our past selves are a bunch of stubborn, unlistening assholes, I can't even really identify.
We need to raid him
any
again. Is he
mistakes
live?
we made. It was all pretty much like clockwork. A 600-hour campaign to complete a game like this is pretty good if you ask me. And I have asked me. It turns out, me agrees. I can't shake the feeling someone else must have been responsible for this. It doesn't seem like it was something that was supposed to happen in our session. Solix has the same intuition about it as me. He thinks there's something fifty about it. It's really insufferable the way her fish puns have rubbed off on him. It makes me want to vomit. Anyway, he says he's working on tracing the origin of this disaster. If I find out who's responsible, I will... I don't even want to think about it now. Waste of good, fresh rage. I'm a little tired of all the old things I've been angry about. It's gotten so... stale. In a weird way, I'm sort of looking forward to having something new to be pissed off about. It's not like there's anything else to live for now anyway. So I'm keeping my prongs crossed. It'll be like fucking 12th Perigee's Eve up in here. Last sweep's Eve was probably the last happy memory I have, in fact. What did you guys do for the last holiday? Anyone? I remember my Lucis had been gone for days, and I was starting to get worried. But then he finally returned, triumphant. He brought the fresh behemoth leaving into our hive, and together we decorated it. And, I don't know. That's all I can say. I'm getting a lump in my squawk blister. I guess I'm done. I'm going to lie down now. On the steel floor of this frigid meteor drifting through the black uncaring void of our null session. Null. Kinda like this memo, I guess. Later.
I don't think we did anything special.
Whoa, hey, what?
Last 12th, we stayed in and I read stories to her. It was nice.
Oh. That's cool. This is the first time you've responded to a memo that I can recall. You took her right down to the wire. I was just about to close this thing.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't sure if I was going to, but then I noticed a conversation in which I was a participant, which, as it turns out, is the conversation taking place now. I scanned it briefly and then perused other memos for my presence. I found none and returned to this one, but my part of the conversation was gone. I regarded this as a prompt to begin typing and record my contributions live. That is how this works, isn't it?
Pretty much. For a while it was frustrating. When I discovered the feature, I kind of breezed through all my future memos, not really reading all of them carefully or thoroughly. Then I looked at it again, and the whole board was gone, because it was time to make it in the first place. So I did. And then I kept making memos with only foggy recollections of what they contained, while all these other chumps from different times kept giving me shit, including myself. But it was all good because as I eventually became my own future selves and got to be on the other side of those conversations and could do my past selves the service of informing them how stupid they were being, I stopped bothering trying to remember how any of these memos went. Honestly, these last few weeks have been a blur to me. Just non-stop yelling at myself, haggling with past and future knuckleheads, killing monsters and solving puzzles, cycling through all the gates and planets like 100 times, zigzagging down to the battlefield, out to the Vale, over to Prospect, back to Durst, and on and on and on like that. Until I thought we won. But we didn't win. We lost. We lost as hard as fat guys fall.
What exactly happened?
Did you read the memo just before this?
No.
Give it a read. I'm done ranting about all that for now.
Alright. In a moment.
But yeah, that's how Trollian's timeline stuff works. You'll get used to it. Or not, since apparently this is your only memo reply. You were pretty shrewd in sidestepping this whole clusterfuck.
It seems like a logical way to engineer a system wherein one simultaneously functions as the reader and author of the transcripts. It's temporally sound construction.
Then you're the only one who thinks so. Hell, you probably would have been a better maid of time than the one we're stuck with. She's completely shit-hive maggots. Don't even get me started.
I think we are given roles to challenge us that don't necessarily suit our strengths. At least, I was. I have no idea what I'm doing here.
You think I do?
Sure you do. Or you will. Trust me, you'll do fine. So what prompted you to respond anyway? I mean, aside from being strong-armed by conversational predestination.
Oh. At this point, I'm not even sure if I'm inclined to ask anymore.
You might not have a choice. Do you remember if this memo is much longer than this?
There is a good way to go, I think, yeah.
Then might as well spit it out.
It's such a silly question.
Red or black?
What?
Your problem. Does it pertain to red ROM or black ROM interests?
That's not what this is about.
Come on. People have been using these memos to sift through their romantic problems for weeks. I'm a fucking veteran at this shit by now. Seriously, I don't mind. It'll be a welcome reprieve from shouting at myself.
I'm not sure what to say about it.
Didn't you at least get a sense of what this conversation was about when you skimmed it?
Not really. If I were thinking about it, I probably wouldn't have wanted to anyway. Don't you think it's better to have unrehearsed conversations, even if the subject matter is awkward?
Yes, I completely agree. It's good you didn't read it. We can avoid the sort of verbal slapstick routines I'm sick to fucking death of by now. I am so tired of people being all coy and telling me what we're about to say before we say it, and then we wind up fucking saying it anyway. And then we prove to the invisible Riddler that is Father Time beyond a shadow of a doubt. What a bunch of fucking idiots we all are. Do you have any idea how old that gets after a while? So really, tell me. I know it's on your mind. I got a sense for these things. R or B?
Okay, red then. But I guess not really red enough.
Well, isn't that always the case? Story as old as time. Even in places where, strictly speaking, time didn't exist until recently. Who's the target of these flush leanings? If you don't mind my asking.
Hi, John. Are we more red or black?
What?
Are we red or black? Our relationship, is it red or black?
I don't understand the question. What's red and what's black?
What do you think red is?
I don't know.
You don't know what red is. What do you think black is?
I don't know.
You don't know. Oh, okay. Just guess then.
Red is love.
Red is love, and what's black?
Dark.
Dark?
Not good.
Not good? Oh, okay. So how is our relationship, red or black?
Okay.
Okay. Does that mean both?
We're not black.
What do you mean we're not black? That's racist.
No! That's so bad.
So how's our relationship, red or black?
Pink.
Pink? Why pink?
We're cute.
We're cute? How do you get pink with red? You have to wash it down, don't you? With like yellow or some shit, right? No, red and yellow makes green, doesn't it? Shit. How do you get pink? Hachan, how do you get pink? It's a lot of oohing. More rail zoned. I'm not a lamp. Red and white. Oh god. Hachan, I'm not your friend.
What?
No, I'm not your friend.
I'm not.
What do you mean, why not? I'm not.
I'm not.
Oh, you're not. Your friend or my friend? This is getting weird. When did I start using a white cup?
It's not the asking I mind, it's the telling in a public forum.
I don't think anyone's reading. Did you notice anyone else join in later?
No, it appeared to be just the two of us.
See? Nobody cares enough to bother.
I don't know whether that's reassuring or just a bit disheartening.
Well, I didn't mean it like that. Their disinterest is more of a reflection on me than you.
Disinterest is the operative concept here. She's not even responding to my messages anymore. Could be busy, but I'm rapidly approaching a resolution to discard the preposterous infatuation.
She? Well, I guess that narrows it down somewhat.
Shit.
If I think back on events, knowing this, I could probably piece it together.
Shit.
How about
I love this
if
shit.
I agree to consult with you about it in private? We can drop it here before you crack me like a vault with your weird romance sleuthing acumen.
Alright, deal.
It still puzzles me that you are so versed in the topic. Do you have access to a manual archived on a remote server somewhere?
What? No, of course not. I don't actually know all that much. I just know this stuff will drive you shit-hive maggots if you don't figure out how to deal with it.
That figure of speech you keep using puzzles me too.
Like, not that I expect you to give a shit, but personally, I am all twisted up about Black Grom stuff especially. Honestly, I don't think I was cut out to have a Kissmasis. I think my standards are way too high. Did you know that? This feels so insane to admit, but over the course of this adventure, at times I actually began to suspect I was my own Kissmasis? How fucked up is that?
I'm not qualified to say. Neither romance nor psychology are my strong suits.
But obviously it's not true.
Stage
Everything
3.
gave me legit time traveling where I could meet myself. I just bickered with past and future ghosts on a chat client. Fitting, really. Every Caligulous adversary I've contemplated has eluded me like a phantom. Even myself. Whatever. I'm
Not like this.
And what of Scarlet ambitions? Fare any better in that quadrant?
No. I'm not airing that shit out here. Maybe privately. It's private. Let's change the subject. What were you originally going to ask me?
Oh, fine. Here's this silly question for you. I was just wondering, given your vantage of hindsight, if you'd had cause to observe at any point in time magic. Like real magic. I guess what I'm asking is, is magic a real thing?
Wow,
Slurpy
right.
water, what
That
the
kind
fuck?
of is the
Oh,
dumbest fucking
Sharpie.
question I've ever heard.
Sharpie water.
I know.
But you said Slurpee.
It's just that I have a good reason to believe magic is real. Our ancient predecessors discovered how to use it. But then, they may have surpassed us in skill by a great deal.
You put way too much stock in that ratty old guide.
All right, I'm gonna be insane, and I'm sorry. I just have to share this really quickly. As soon as they just said magic is real, I have to share this that I shared last night on Twitter because it's just so perfect for this. You gotta enjoy it.
Stupid Kyber, Santa Claus is real. I know because I've met him.
Tristan, we keep telling you, that was a homeless man.
But he asked me to sit in his lap.
Yes, he did.
And I did.
Yes, you did. Merry Christmas, Tristan.
Magic is real. I know because I saw it. Kuma, we had edibles last night. Yes, we did. And you were high as fuck. Yes, I was.
But anyway, no. We never used magic. I mean, let me try to put into perspective how ridiculous the whole notion is anyway. We can alchemize practically anything with the right materials and grist. We can, and did, make super powerful weapons and items that can do practically anything.
Yeah. What if magic is real and you can only see it when you're on drugs? Yeah.
What additional advantage could magic offer? All this shit is practically magic anyway. But more like goofy sciencey magic, you know?
Sure.
But everything here is kind of magic in a way, isn't it? Fortune-telling dream clouds and golden moons and shit. If you look around, there's magic everywhere in this bitch. It's all around us. Motherfucking miracles, right? What do you need magic for anyway?
I'm running out of ideas. I need to figure out a way to stoke this volcano, in case you and the others are successful in recovering the Queen's ring.
You'll figure it out. And you won't need magic. Trust me. Just be patient. The answer will come to you somehow.
I guess you would know.
Yeah, really, there's nothing to worry about. At least as far as the details of the adventure go. We were all pretty awesome at this game. Really awesome, in fact. Until a little while ago, when it turned out we weren't actually all that awesome. Turns out we were pretty fucking unawesome all along.
Still baffled by what would conceivably cause such a crisis in awesomeness post-victory.
Well, for starters, have you scrolled up to the top of the timelines yet?
No.
Check that out. Maybe read a few recent memos. But other than that, it's not for you to concern yourself with. Just deal with getting through the quest. I'll catch up with you about it when you catch up with me on the timeline. Which just happens to be right now.
Say hi to me for myself.
Okay, I probably won't do that, but alright. What the hell are you doing over there anyway?
You mean future me?
Yeah, you're messing around with your chainsaw. While Tavros is sleeping on the floor. Oh, God. Fuck, what are you doing?
What? What did I do?
Okay, everything's fine. I guess.
What happened?
I passed out for an hour. Fucking embarrassing. You're out of your goddamn mind, you know.
Shit hive maggots, you mean?
Yeah, in a good way, though. Okay, I'm shutting this memo down for my past self, since he's currently lying unconscious on the floor an hour ago. See you in the future now.
Till then.
Kanaya, scroll up.
Le fuck? Le fuck? Le fuck? We are up to, let's read Homestuck, Act 5, Act 1, Part 15, which is the finale of N5 Act 1. Don't even get me started on the bullshittery that is the naming convention of Homestuck. Don't even. Don't you dare.
Terezi, fly up.
What is going on?
Hey, Terezi! Hey! Hi, Terezi! Hi!
Did we miss something? I don't think we did.
Terezi, respond.
Okay, I got your message. Thanks for not hassling me about it in one of the memos to get my attention. I appreciate that. Unless you did, but it was in a future memo I haven't written yet. In which case, have a big time fuck you about that in advance.
No, I didn't bug you about it in your stupid memos. They are annoying, and I'm tired of getting banned for no reason.
Posting in them at all is the reason. You're not supposed to reply to memos, period. That's the reason.
Maybe I will start my own bulletin board, and everybody will be allowed to reply anytime they want. Except for guys with nubby horns. Oh no, they will not be able to reply at all. Grumpy KARKATs will be expressly forbidden from Rainbow Rumpus Party Town.
Sounds lame.
By the way, that will be the name of the board in case it wasn't clear.
Yeah, I got that. This is an empty threat, because if you made a board at any point on the timeline, I would be able to see it right here and read the whole thing already. Wait. Oh god, you actually did!
Yes! Future Terezi is looking pretty cool right now.
Look, I don't care about the Fruity Rumpus asshole factory. What's all this about going after the Queen's ring?
Well, the thing that is all about it is, we have to go after the Queen's ring. It is a new mission.
But we're still in the middle of trying to pull off Regisurp with Jack. Why don't we take it one mission at a time?
Yeah, about that. The whole point is to destroy the ring so Jack doesn't get it.
Why would we want to do that? Jack's an ally.
Also, the mission sort of involves exiling Jack too.
This is bullshit. We're not exiling Jack. He's cool.
KARKAT, he is not that cool.
Yes, he is. He is a total badass with a fuck ton of blades and shit, and he's helping us out.
Okay, I think it's pretty cute that you sort of look up to him like that, but seriously, I do not get a good feeling from him. He kind of...
Stinks? Let me act shocked like I didn't see that coming. Fuck, I forgot my horns. I always forget them.
No, well, sort of. He doesn't smell bad, actually. He smells really clean and shiny and dark, dark, dark. Like an oil slick, and there's a tiny hint of licorice there, too. It's more like the way he moves. I smell his smooth motions and the way he squints his eyes, and it gives me this really nervous feeling.
What a surprise! You're dragging your schizophrenic nose into this. What an outstanding character witness! Objection, your tyranny! The bottom line is I'm not going to exile Jack because you believe you can smell malice off an interpretive dance.
KARKAT, he's a jerk. He has stabbed you on more than one occasion.
Some of those stabbings were accidental. Okay, well, I know for a fact the third time was accidental. Anyway, you've beaten the shit out of me a few times yourself.
But I didn't draw blood. I mean, I could have to satisfy my curiosity. But I didn't as a courtesy to you. Since you still want to keep it a secret from me, like a petulant little wriggler.
Hey, I promised I'd tell you. I just wasn't ready, okay?
Well, it's okay. I know what color your blood is anyway.
No, you don't.
Yep, I totally do.
Lies. I've been very careful. Not like all you classless shitbags who slop your blood all over the place every goddamn minute like it's some weird fetish. What?
Lar, hold on.
What is it?
I said hold on. Sometimes it's hard to pick out the letters from the hollow projection. I need to get a closer look.
Are you licking your glasses again? I hate it when you do that. It's fucking disgusting.
No, what would be that idea? That is better. It is much easier to read your color this way. Your drab, dirty pavement gray, on top of bright candy red, like a shiny lollipop. Does that sound familiar, KARKAT?
Yes, I'm extremely familiar with this sort of nonsense by now, sure.
No, I mean gray on red. Like the way your skin conceals your blood?
What?
Candy red. Like your planet. You have a strong cherry cough syrup in your veins. It is completely delicious.
Who told you? Did Jack tell you?
No, he doesn't talk much. I figured it out myself.
How?
I got a closer look, remember?
No.
You're playing so dumb. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I cleaned up my wound and changed my shirt before I even met you. I've been extremely careful, so you're going to have to fill me in.
It was when I got close enough to smell it under your skin. Please, KARKAT, do not pretend that you forgot about our little moment.
Whoa, you mean during... Fuck. Okay, let's not talk about this. Not here.
This isn't a memo. It's a private correspondence just between us, remember?
I know, but... damn it. Writing all these memos has made me paranoid. It just doesn't feel secure chatting about it over the client.
When paranoia hits, you know you're at stage 3 of being a Slav.
I don't know. We can talk about this in person.
How? In person, do you mean?
Stage 1 is being able to handle your liquor, and stage 2 is an increased proficiency of weapons.
Uh-oh, look at my eyebrows getting carried away here. Huh? 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 KARKAT, help, they are out of control.
Those are eyebrows? I thought they were horns.
They're horns, too. They're whatever I want them to be. Don't change the subject by being cute.
Well, apparently I just can't fucking help myself, can I?
No.
How can you even smell so damn well anyway? You give me a hard time about being coy and shit, but when it comes to your crazy senses, you're so vague, it's like trying to decipher the daily horoscope riddle. Or the riddles of all 48 signs combined.
Arrgh, you are a relentless subject changer. Fine. It's okay if you don't want to talk about it. God, you're so shy for an angry guy who wants to be a big shot leader. It's ridiculous.
Look, we'll talk. I promise. Why don't you just say some stuff about yourself for a change and cut me some slack?
Okay. I'm sure I mentioned after you met my sprite. I learned from her through my dreams before she hatched.
Yeah, but it's still so vague. That's the whole point. How about a straight answer?
Okay, I'll try. When I went blind, that's when I first woke up. And my Lucis helped me wake up, sort of.
You mean on Prospect's moon?
Yes, but except for a very brief moment, I was blind in my dreams too. The dream self-image I project can't see, so I guess deep down I don't really want to.
Why is that? Is it out of spite to Vriska? I know I'd probably be cool with it out of spite more than anything.
No, not that there wasn't some satisfaction in being okay with it, grateful about it even, and making sure she knew it, but that's not it. The day it happened was the first time I'd ever heard from my Lucis. She woke me up and ever since has been teaching me a different way to see. A different way to perceive everything, I guess. Not just in a sensory way.
Okay, so why did you never tell me any of this?
You wouldn't have gotten it. Even now you still don't really. You have not seen Skya yet.
How am I supposed to wake up?
I don't know. Something different does it for everybody.
How many of us are awake now? How much of the future did you see before we started? In the clouds like Kanaya. Also, how did you go blind anyway? What did she do to you? I don't know why you're so cagey about that. I still don't see how she could blind you without being anywhere near you. Obviously she can't control you, so what gives?
KARKAT, shut up, God! How about if I tell you all about that stuff the next time we're in person? In fact, I will tell you when you wake up. Until then, I will keep tabs on your towel while you sleep like a little honey pajamaed pupa nestled in his cocoon.
Wait, let me guess. Do I look adorable?
Actually, you kind of look like a big pile of smelly barf.
Wow, what the fuck?
Of course you do, dumbass.
Oh, then good, I guess.
Okay, I gotta fly. Don't worry about the ring mission. You can stay busy with the register. I will organize the new mission myself. Later!
Wait, Terezi! Please, don't tell them about my blood. I want to tell them. I mean, I will tell them. Later. Once they respect me as a leader.
Okay, I will keep that secret if you keep this one I tell you. Which is that, between you and me, KARKAT, I think they already do. Bye!
Bye.
Terezi, ascend.
Get it.
Where'd you go? I was gonna show you my... Here. Are those wings?
Okay.
Make her pay.
Is that Thingo's attic? Did I just have a beam battle? She's just getting Krillined right now. Oh no, what the fuck?
Atta girl. DD, move this along. Someone needs to grab the reins on timeline management here. These delinquents waste too much time. Can't seem to conduct their business with any efficiency at all. Payback scenarios notwithstanding.
10 years ago,
There's always
wow.
time to be made for a good comeuppance.
Skip to the end.
Quit bossing me around. I'm not okay with it. I know what I'm doing.
That's what I like to hear. As you were then.
Aurelia, skip to the end.
This private board will and has already served as a log of past events for future selves to record, and a guide of future events for past selves to follow. I don't know which half of its role has been or will be more important. Possibly neither is critical, since deviation from the course is mostly impossible, and reflection on its traversal is completely irrelevant. But I'm typing this anyway, because I'm bored again. And here I was thinking we were finished taking orders from voices. We've only swapped the imperatives of the dead with those of our future selves, who are also dead. Yes, it seems that way. Oh well, it was an enjoyable reprieve from fatalism while it lasted. I nearly managed to savor it. An error narrowly avoided them. I think we should refrain from dialogue in this memo, without resorting to bannings or absurd exchanges of self-repudiation. Yeah, I agree. I just thought I'd interject that and go. Okay. We will and have already amassed an army to confront the Black King. An army consisting of our alternate future selves, each one rerouted from a doomed offshoot of the Alpha timeline, each given another chance at the constructive influence over the ultimate outcome. By the way, if you didn't know already, a future self returning to the past from a doomed timeline will always be slated for imminent destruction herself. It's one of the rules, and the unfortunate reality is, this will and has already been a mass suicide mission, or it would be, and already would have been, if we all weren't already dead. Mobilizing ourselves in such numbers would be required to neutralize the King's psychic attacks. It would take our combined concentration to dampen the abilities he inherited from Glub Glib. Without the cumulative effort of our doomed reserves, without the heightened mental and physical endurance of our robotic vessels, without the untimely demise we all shared before this began, victory will not be possible. He will kill us all with one dreadful sound.
He sounds like the Cthulhu Lusus.
I don't know if it was just bad luck, or an extension of the curse KARKAT insists he brought on us, that led to the incidental and unfortuitous prototyping of the very powerful Lusus, without which the battle would have posed little challenge. I think it was more likely just another inevitability, a product of collusion between the disparate forces at play. A bargain struck between what Skya knows already and what the gods demand up front. Together they orchestrate trials sufficient to ensure that in overcoming them we will be proven worthy of inheriting the ultimate reward. Rivet? Whoops. And so it would be, and has been already, that while distracted by the combined efforts of a doomed legion, the king would be aggressed by the others, and even though each would be well prepared, perched on the highest rungs of the echelons, equipped with the best weaponry Grist could build, versed in the deadliest frame motifs Boondollars could buy. Even though the meteors from the king's own reckoning would be turned against them, and even with one impossibly lucky roll of the dice at the final moment, we would only narrowly succeed. But ultimately, we would prove our worth, and the reward would be within our reach. But only momentarily. Before we would be able to claim it, we would be interrupted by something, which would be ushered into our session by a rift in paradox space. A rift which we would determine will be opened by 4 members of a fledgling species, who will be playing in another session of the same game that we will and have already played. Their rift will lead to the great undoing, without necessarily causing it, not directly. Such rifts are themselves supposedly benign, useful even. They are cataloged phenomena within the game itself, with the provided means of creating them, in a wide range of scenarios for which it might be prudent to do so. The Ancistosphere locals have a more formal term for them. They typically refer to such a rift as a scratch. The direct effects of a scratch are limited to the session invoking it, We would not experience or observe those effects from our session, but we would experience the consequences in the form of that which prevented us from claiming our reward. He whose hand will be forced by the scratch to emerge from hiding. But there will be no adequate way to prepare, even with all the foresight at our disposal, for a foe more powerful than the king we will and have already defeated, for a demon who is indestructible, omnipotent, and enraged. While the rest of the party would abscond, our duplicates will buy us time. They would all be killed. Again. All except for me. This is just as well as I suppose. What would we even do with all those copies anyway? We would return to the site of our hatching, so to speak, where we would hide amidst the veil depleted by the reckoning, and wait, drifting in the wide orbit of our soon-to-be null session. Banished from the universe we left behind.
So what, the final boss is white text guy, huh? Interesting. Interesting.
And yet, in being denied the ultimate reward, we would be barred from entry. Into the universe we created.
So what, they created Earth? Fuck off. Fuck off! Ah! Help with what? Laundry. Give me a minute. We've been live for almost 6 hours. We really gotta wrap it up. There's an extension, and then there's like an extra 90 minutes extension that's just beyond that. So we really gotta wrap it up. Oh, God. Well, that was a double reach around and a half. Oh. Wow. That was a trip and a half. Those logs are a goddamn highlight and a half. No doubt that the number of community members that we have that are fans of Homestuck is going to increase, especially considering we're going to be uploading the Hiveswap episodes and the reactions as well to 2 separate channels. So no doubt the numbers will increase, which is going to be interesting when hopefully Hiveswap Act 2 comes out and we play it. And then we can probably continue on with Hiveswap Act 5. Sorry, Homestuck Act 5, Act 2. By which time, hopefully, they continue releasing more videos. So, we're going to continue those reactions then. Did you get the memes loaded? No, I didn't, and we're completely out of time. We are pretty much at 5 hours, 40 minutes, and Hutchin needs me, so I'm way over time. Way over time. Also, love how we ended in September 2020, and this act ended in September 10/20. That's kind of the circle of life. You've seen nothing. Homestuck has yet begun to trip balls. Oh man, it's already drugs at this point. Like, it's beyond drugs. It's trippy. I'm surprised I'm keeping up as much as I am, to be honest, with only little bits and pieces that are holes. But it's quite a mental gymnastic to follow. You know, it's not one of those easy things. You can't skip a part and then be like, oh yeah, I'm fine. It doesn't work. If you skip a single part, you're lost. The circle of stupidity is complete. It sure feels that way. It sure feels that way. Woo! If and when we resume, it will definitely help to watch recap 2 from the end of Act 4. I believe that the recaps themselves slot in somewhere, because I know that Act 5, Act 2 begins, and then there's an Alternia bound, but that's not it. Act 5, Act 2 stops at part 17, and then the recap 3 plays in between. Wait, so does that mean there isn't an Act 5, Act 2, part 18? It's almost like Act 5, Act 2, part 18 is the recap, and then it goes on. Or to rewatch, yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. That would make sense. It wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt just to put everyone up to place. But I'm just scrolling through everything, and it's just insane. Insane. Act 5, Act 2 is 40 parts long. Holy shit. But yeah, it's going to be one of those things. So when Hiveswap Act 2 comes out, we'll make some time for it. But it's been one hell of a journey thus far. Friendsim has been a complete roller coaster from the beginning, just being outright weird, to shocking, to surprising, to scary, to funny. It's been a thing. It's been a thing. First 5 acts of Homestuck, you guys know, because every single part I've just been expressing my thoughts. It's been a trip, that's for sure. That's for sure. And it's going to be really fun to continue it later when we have a lot more people. The numbers will grow, no doubt. What did I think of the epilogue? That on its own was its own interesting way of... It really puts it into the context of white text guy playing pieces on a board, and he uses the MC from Friendsim to get people where he wants them. So it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how the MC plays into this. It will be very interesting, because I don't like. He seems to come across as human. At least that's how we perceive him. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing. If you haven't already, make sure you join the Discord. There's a little link at the bottom if you scroll. If you're watching this on the reaction channel, make sure you're following the Twitch as well as the gaming channel, because that's where Hiveswap Act 2 is going to be. I'm going to be on the Discord during the week, as I am always, editing out the LP and the reaction videos. I hope to see you at the next live stream, so make sure you're following on Twitch and you've enabled the notifications. All right. Till next time, Ninja Kuma out. Bye.
Hey, did I hand you a shrinking potion by accident? I could have sworn that was the gender swapping one.
Don't be hating. She's fun size, that's all. She doesn't even have to get on her knees to blow.
You want to add anything to that conversation?
Nope, I'm good. In fact, I think your new size makes you an even more formidable and stealthy ninja.